Yake Sustat. That means good morning in Tlingit. So I'm out here doing my senior citizens workout, walking. I love being outside. I go into the Y, and the Y is okay, it's great. But here, I'm gonna go all the way up that hill back there. I'm gonna make my way up. And so, it started raining today this morning. I had to go run an errand and get some celery, organic celery for Ivy so she could make this, run it through the juicer. Juice some celery this morning. I'll have some when I get back. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go up this hill. So I'm gonna switch this around. Just want you to know that I do a walking program. My other videos that I had was pretty much talking about when I'm cooling down. But I thought, hey, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and take a little video of getting out here and doing it, right? Because I've always said Jack LaLanne has taken away all of our excuses. So let me turn this around. Yep, that's where we're going. So yeah, my first 5 minutes or so of walking comes around from my house. I walk down this way here, and it's all pretty much down there, way down there, before that light. And I'm walking on the flat ground. None of this going up and down the inclines yet. And so by the time I get over to here, then what I'm doing now is, well, usually, let me go ahead and take this earplugs out. Usually I'm listening to YouTube music, and that gets me going, just like music does, you know, put whatever music you like, and I'm usually bouncing around, moving my arms, singing, dancing, doing all kinds of stuff as I'm walking. And so I know the people that see me around probably look at me like I'm one of the crazies in the neighborhood. So that's okay. Doesn't matter to me. I like music, and I'll dance, I'll move, you know, especially when I'm doing no exercise. So you can hear the freeway, all the cars over there. As I'm making my way up. So I've got putting on a little bit of a fast walk pace. That's right. So basically it's like any other exercise program that we all get involved in and start doing. You know, you just start out one foot in front of the other. As that momentum builds, then you go ahead and start picking up the pace. You know, back in the 80s, during the aerobics generation then, you know, that's probably the first time I heard the term low, medium, and high impact aerobics. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I remember going to Tlingit style dance practice with Tlingit dance groups. We do performing and stuff like that. And I remember some of the older guys that would come to practice, and they would have a reason for not to get up and join the dance group. And be like my knees hurting, mostly that. sometimes the hips. And so I told him I'd say, well, you know, go ahead and come on up and exercise whatever your body's going to allow you to do. I said, you remember low, medium, and high impact aerobics? If you can't get down low during a performance, during some of those dances that we do, then don't go down low. Just do what your body is going to allow you to do. And that's the way I approach life, have approached life. I was able to get down and do, you know, dance pretty hard. And the way I look at it is I'm going to continue doing that. As long as my body allows me to, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'll work out, I'll dance hard, I'll practice like that. Same thing with carving. The way I look at that is I'm going to keep carving. As long as my body allows me to do that, then that's what I'm going to do. So that's the way to approach life. It's a good way. It's a healthy way. So anyhow, I came up here almost to the top. Up here, it's a pretty good little incline. I like it. And it's called Summit Park. There it is. So I reached the summit. So what I do here is I'll come up here and then I'll walk around. Sometimes I'll go down that way, then head down that way, all the way down Walnut Street, whatever, then walk back this way. But what I'm going to do is, well, I did that yesterday because I just wanted to walk and pretty much take it easy. Now I'm starting to walk down the incline a little bit, going downhill a little. That's all right. I'm going to get over to one of the side streets that goes down to our place. And so I'll walk down that, turn around, and I'll come up to 2 streets, and it's a pretty good incline. And as I come up, I will go ahead and walk hard. And then walk hard, and so any kind of an incline like that is healthy, and it's a good option. I don't mind it, because if you're walking just flat only and you want to get incline workout, kind of hard to do that. So I don't mind these side streets, because you know what, walking is walking. I don't have to sit there and go around and go around, you know, to build up distance and time and exercise. It's all good. Could do it just walking around my house on the block down there. Movement is movement, walking is walking, time is time, duration, steps, 1 foot in front of the other. It's all good. That's right. Because that's the definition of body in motion. So anyways, I make my way down, pick up my pace a little bit more as walking and talking. That probably burns up some energy too. So like I said, usually I'm doing this and I'm listening to music as well, but I don't mind doing this like this. What I might end up doing is getting a little player, some kind of something that plays music, plug it into my ears, and when I walk with the video camera here, my cell phone, maybe I'll put it on a selfie stick so couldn't see that way too. But all in all, getting it done. So I'm pretty warm right now because I'm layered up. Got my scarf, got a nice fleece shirt that I always wear. Under that, I got another fleece type of pullover shirt, and I'm feeling pretty toasty. Now here's where I usually walk down. Now from here, let me take a look here. From here, I'll walk all the way up there to the summit. I'll walk all the way down there, and then beyond where you can see there, it drops down even more. I come up all the way up that, all the way up here, walk down here. Now I'll walk down here and turn around and keep coming back up and forth. So I still get the workout that I want. So here I'm just taking the steps. Yeah. When we come down here, now going downhill, gotta go downhill if you want to go back up on the uphill. So, you know, the Y has its advantages. It has the little flat track, maybe 1/9 of a mile. Go around that. You know, they have the treadmills. You can do all the incline work and all the whatever you want on there. Oh yeah, and then you have the bicycles that you can sit down on and do that as well. And I've done all those. I like them. But when it comes back down, for me anyways, the bottom line, I'll switch this around. So I'm preparing and prepping my body, getting exercise. I love it outside. My fingertips right now are cold because it's, I don't know, it's probably about, it was like 39, 38 degrees out, which isn't cold compared to a lot of part of the country, but that's okay. But anyways, my fingers are still cold, and the rest of my body's warm. Yep. Nose kind of dribbles a little bit here and there, but that's okay. So anyways, I'm doing this just like anybody. You have a purpose. I got multiple purposes. One, you know, sitting at home through the winter and sitting down too long, especially for us older duffers, it's not good for your legs, it's not good for your hips, it's not good for your body. So you need to get up and move. So I'm getting up and moving, and walking is an awesome way to do that. When I was a younger man, I used to do a lot of running, I used to do a lot of martial arts and all kinds of different exercise. And so for me, thinking about, walking, you know, you never thought much about it. It's like, oh yeah, walking, that's nothing, you know. So let me turn this around. So now I'm going to start heading up this hill, and when I do, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the pace. So the one foot in front of the other, but try to, you know, get my feet to move at a quicker pace, you know, and that's okay because this is part of getting it done, you know. So this is better than walking on the flat, which I'm not putting down the flats because I've done that. I do that too, or I've done that a lot. But having these inclines on side streets, you know, I realized a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, when I was doing this, that you can just turn around and go down, turn around, come back up, and go back up and down, and you can get a great exercise just doing this. So by incorporating this into my workout is a good thing. So yeah, anyways, going back to, I'm going to be going up going up north some this year, tour season, going on cruise ships, doing stuff like that. When you get on them cruise ships, you're going up and down stairs and stuff like that, and you're moving and you're walking, and you gotta walk a football field to get down to the chow hall, cafeteria, all of those places. And so you're always moving. Plus I do a lot of dancing, drumming, do all kinds of presentations when I'm on the cruise ships. And for me, what I found out for me is that there really isn't not much that replaces the body in motion, body in movement when your foot is hitting the pavement. When your feet's hitting the pavement and you're walking, the only way your body moves is by one foot in front of the other. You know, when you go on a treadmill, for me what I notice is you got that thing, that belt is always moving. So in a way, for me, it's when I'm out here walking, it's not the same. I kind of like, this is really, literally, I gotta laugh, where the rubber meets the road. The bottom of my tennis shoes literally meets the road. But having your feet touch the pavement and you take that step, that to me is the best type of body in motion. So I'm gonna come down here one more time, turn around and head back up. Then what I'll do is I'll take a look. And what I mean by look is I'll figure out where I'm at. How do I feel? Do I feel like coming down and doing another lap, meaning turning around and going up the hill? Or do I push for, or not push, just take my time and start to slow my pace down, like a cool down? And so, but this is just being a senior citizen over here, getting exercise on. Walking is highly overrated. Wasn't until as I got older as an adult, then I realized just how important walking is. And so, you know, I talked with one person that years ago when I worked for City of Kirkland, there was a person there that had got a degree in college in physical, you know, like exercising, food, and all the above. And that person told me, you know, people that go out and let's say they run, and then people that go out and jog, and then you have people that just go out and walk, that eventually, you know, you do enough walking, you're going to burn up enough energy, and you're going to burn enough calories just as much as you would if you're doing sprinting, jogging, or running. It just means that you got to put in a longer duration, but eventually you can get all that. It just depends on what method you choose, low, medium, or high impact. So, but I will say this, doing the walking and talking here, you know, is something I haven't done. This is my first time doing that. I don't mind it, really. I can do it. So, and I'm not hacking, coughing, and not panting out of breath. But what I am doing feels good. So, again, I went all the way up that way. I went all the way down there, down below that horizontal line. You see where the white truck and red Buick is way down there, and it drops down and goes even steeper. Somebody put out the chair. You know what? When I went up to the Y with my wife, we would go and they would have chair aerobics. You know, there again, there's a lot you can do sitting down in a chair. Lots of different types of aerobics, all kinds of different exercises that you can do. And so the options of exercising out there is like, it's unlimited. Whatever you can think up. You know, my wife is doing her own YouTube videos. Grandma Ivy is her YouTube channel name. I'm not sure if it's GMA Ivy or Grandma Ivy. Either or. And so she's doing her exercise programs, which she prefers inside the house. She likes to do walking programs and different things in there. Qigong. Me, I prefer outside. And that's okay. That's just the difference, you know, of what we prefer and our taste. Again, the main thing is body in motion. That's right. So we have been together 52 years and going together. We both share the same passion for, all right, let's exercise. Because we've always done that throughout our adult lives. So, you know what? I think once you get down here, it's called State Street. I think I'm going to turn around and go for one more lap. Not a lap like I did around the whole block and all that, but one more lap going up and down this side street here. And so bear with me, because I'm gonna walk a little faster, because definitely, you know, when I'm listening to music, I am moving quicker than when I'm holding the camera and talking to you at the same time. And that's okay, I don't mind. So, but I just want, usually, you know, when I used to go running, and I'd take off and go running for 3 miles, coming in on that last quarter of a mile or so, eighth of a mile, whatever it is, always pour it on, push it, go as hard as you can. Then when you reach that finish line, so to speak, then you stop and then walk and then cool down. So that's athlete's mindset, right? So I like to do that too. Now, when it comes to doing this walking program, my goal is go out every day. You know, sometimes people will do every other day and then go and do weights, stuff like that. So for me, I've always looked at it this way. My mindset, I've worked outside for 35 years doing construction style type of work. And every day I went to work, Monday through Friday, you got to go and work, you know. And you're pushing your body hard, you're working hard. And the way I look at it is this is no different than having a job, you know. You work out, you do things every day. Hey, that's what I did all my adult life. So that's the way I'm wired. And I feel better doing things that way. Gosh, you know what? I can actually unbutton my coat. All that stuff. Unbutton my fleece shirt. So now that I'm coming down, I'm taking it easier. I'm starting my cool down. So I'll just take my footsteps, just natural, easy going, starting that cool down. Yep. So since I've been outside, I know that when I go in the house, before I go in, I'm about to take off all this outer layer, get down to my tank top before I go in the house, because it'll be too warm. I remember doing garbage like that up in Ketchikan when I was a young man in my 20s. They didn't have those sidearms. None of that. It was all take the garbage, a bigger garbage can, dump it all into your can, pick it up, put it on your shoulder, and pack it out to the garbage truck. That was my experience with refuse collection. That was up in good old Ketchikan back in the 80s. Like I said, that was like 100 years ago, a lifetime ago. But it was all part of the experience. Yeah, when you're packing garbage out by hand, and up in Ketchikan, they didn't have all this curb side service. You had to go behind people's houses, you had to go all over. We had to go up a lot of stairs, grab the garbage and go. Ketchikan was always a pain in the butt. 156 inches of rain there a year. Man, that garbage would get heavy. Yeah, especially when it got soaked with rain. We'd carry these ice pick handle hammers, you know, and garbage cans that were full of water and garbage. We'd reach down to the bottom of them and punch holes in the bottom rim of the garbage can so that water would leak out. Because packing out a bunch of water soaked garbage is no fun either. Same thing with deer skins during hunting time. All of the above. So anyways, that was a long time ago. But it's something that I do remember. Yeah, so now I'm getting ready to, I'll go and finish up, take a look and see how long I've been, and then I'll post this up to YouTube. But I just wanted you to see, get a taste of what my workout is like. You didn't see me from the beginning where I walked all the way down to that park, went to the left of it, went all the way to the end of the park. That's all that 5-minute flat land that I was talking about. Then I take a left and start heading all the way up to the freeway, and then work my way all the way up there. You can't see the height of it, all the way up to the summit, back down, then up and down. The side street here, I like it. when I do the side street walking, I don't come all the way down to here because it's longer of a flat area than I want. I go up there where the next street, and then I start working my way up and down, up and down, up and down. And so with that, Fred Fulmer, senior citizen, signing out. Oh, by the way, go ahead and subscribe and follow along. Okay. Kaasteen, Satsu. That's Tlingit for. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye-bye.